What's going on, coaches and athletes? Hunter from Team Misfit here today, talking to you about a unique element of the competitor extra programming in our affiliate work. It's kind of a unique style of workout, unique to Misfit Athletics, and it's called a Metcon Reset. And if you take a look kind of here on the whiteboard, the Metcon Reset down here in the black and green text, this is the reset version. And what it is it basically looks like an interval. It kind of smells like an interval, but it's a little bit different in the sense that its origin is actually up here as a full kind of traditional couplet or triplet that you might see programmed as a test. The orientation here, the top half of the board is a little bit more for coaches and programmers. The bottom half here is more for the athletes, but I think understanding both sides is important. What we do as programmers and coaches is we're going to write a kind of spicy Metcon here. And what we have is 3 rounds of 20 burpees, 20 dumbbell thrusters, and 120 double unders. What we then do for the Metcon Reset as coaches is ask ourselves, at what point during this 3-round Metcon are athletes going to have to slow down due to some form of fatigue, whether it's metabolic or muscular? Where are they going to slow down? And we inject a little bit of rest at that specific kind of point in the workout, enabling the athlete to kind of reset, chalk their hands, grab a quick drink of water or whatever, and then continue operating at a faster pace than they would if it were just a 3-round straight through sort of Metcon. So without kind of going through exactly the whole kind of line by line here, we can just see that some rest has been injected. We want athletes to push through 20 burpees, hit a set of thrusters before they set those dumbbells down, take a quick break, and then get after the next section of the workout. Typically, that rest will remain the same, and the workload throughout will vary a little bit depending on what movements we're expecting athletes to do at which point in the workout. Now, as far as kind of coach and programming notes, it's pretty quick. For the coach and programmer, again, we're injecting that rest at a point where we think athletes are going to slow down. And this is to give you the flexibility if you know your athlete really well and you've got your kind of Jedi level affiliate coach or individual coach, you can maybe adjust this a little bit for your athlete if you think that maybe you know them better than we do, which hopefully you do. And then for athletes who are doing this workout but are maybe having to scale it, again, we're scaling with the intention of enabling intensity, again, a more intense pace than we would if this were just a traditional no rest style Metcon. Now, more importantly for the athlete, if you're getting ready to take this on, there's a little bit of legwork on the front end that you want to do to extract as much out of this piece as you can. The first thing to kind of take note of is how long do you think that this 3-round workout without rest might take you? And you're going to have to do that based on a little bit of knowledge of yourself, and maybe just kind of over time you learn, how long does 20 burpees take you? How long does 20 dumbbell thrusters take you? How long do 120 double unders take you typically? And then obviously accounting a little bit for fatigue as you go through this workout. From there, this is kind of the big crux. This is what you really have to think about. If you were as fit as you wanted to be going into this year's quarterfinals, how fast do you think you could go? Because hopefully it's faster than where you're at now. We're still kind of ascending as far as getting our fitness ready for quarterfinals. So we want to consider what pace you're going to go at kind of in the future. So if you say this 3-round workout would take me 15 minutes, 5 minutes per round, maybe you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to try to get through that first round of work in 4.5 minutes, without that big rest chunk in there. And then you're going to attempt to go at that pace, okay? So again, not just treating like, oh, thank goodness it's a workout where I get some rest. It's no, I want to go at a faster pace, a very intentionally faster pace, knowing that I have rest coming up at hopefully a point where I'm going to start to really break down. I get some rest, and then I can recharge and continue moving at that same pace. Finally, a great little kind of, this is a little bit of a bonus, but I think it's super helpful, is to either have a friend or a coach maybe sitting next to you with a little whiteboard. This is something I'll do with athletes in certain instances, and mark the time at which they finish, a section of the workout, or maybe more likely a full round, when like that full round would end, so that we can actually go back and kind of subtract out the rest and determine, did the athlete actually go at the pace that was faster? How much faster? Or did they actually go slower, or did they not meet the goal that they set out? Either way, it's really useful. And if you're just by yourself, you can film yourself and just kind of take a note of the clock time since many of you are very used to filming yourself, whether it's for movements or, qualifier workouts or whatever. There you have kind of a little bit of the nuts and bolts behind the Metcon Reset. Again, it is technically an interval in the traditional sense, but it's more about how you approach it that really gets kind of what we're after as far as the improvement in fitness that we're looking for. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.